A Dane in Winchester? These are strange times.
King Alfred sent me, pleading from his bended knee to find...
I know Alfred well enough to spot a bloody lie when I hear it. If he did send you, he was standing tall?
That he was, and you are the man I've come to find, Goodwin. Do you know why?
If I had one guess, to find these heretics from the Order of Ancients, and bury them so deep, even God would need a shovel. My research should help us. If they haven't burned it already, it'll be somewhere nearby.
I will find your research. Now go before they find their wolf has fled his cage. Let's regroup beyond the walls! Goodwin's research against the Order of Ancients.
I am grateful for your help.
It is a brazen move to arrest Alfred's favorite reeve.
This so-called order are nothing but deviled shit peddlers.
Shit peddlers who have wormed their way into every crevasse of your country. They are dangerous.
I didn't catch your name, did I?
Eivor, of the Raven clan. Scourge of Mercia, if that name does not rattle some recognition.
Well, Eivor, when our three heretics smolder on a heap of ash, we'll down a cup of ale together and share our distaste of Mercians like old friends.
Alfred believes at least one is dead. Your Bishop Aelfirth was the sixth.
Bugger. Half of Winchester is in mourning for that nun-groper.
I found this nailed on a door. The quill wields words like a knife.
A disputation of tutelage. Pretty chatter with poisoned intent. I will look into this more.
The gallows. What do you know of him?
Must be another reeve, I'm sure of it. Only we have the power to mete out justice, and this one would walk with cocksure righteousness.
Is Selwyn a name you know? He seems to have judged and executed many for little more than stealing ale and bread.
Of course. That hedge pig has brought down laws like a hammer on Winchester, executing sinners on spurious charges in the square.
Could it be another?
He's the man. He's the only one who fits. End his terror, Eivor.
Swiftness, he heard the softness.
Good people of Winchester, open your eyes. See how Alfred's lofty ideals are weighed down in this mire of These prisoners before you do not live by Alfred's laws. They live above them. They wallow in shit, only guided by their own perversity. Hubert here, his wits addled by ale, spoke false of Bishop Aelfirth, our pious servant of Winchester, who even now lies cold in his grave shroud.
Aelfirth was no man of God. He'll burn for his sin.
Your wife is a baying shrew, Hubert. Is there a man here who has not supped rancid mead from her cup?
When will your work be done, Selwyn? When all of Winchester falls to...
Winchester has passed judgment, Hubert. May God have mercy on your cankerous...
Why does Alfred not do something? Selwyn's bloodlust will doom us all.
The traps. You cannot steal and be welcome at our hearths. You cannot slander and keep your tongue. You cannot walk freely through our streets, mocking our laws, our king's edicts. And so I ask, who has the right to determine the fate of the first if
Realize
people of
and not
Winchester?
wrong.
I am but your humble servant. Leona, you have been found guilty of harlotry and defamation. May God have mercy.
Perverter of justice. Who dares execute the king's noose?
It is not in Alfred's name that you carry out your work. You are the Order's executioner.
You peer through the veil, but you do not see clearly. Alfred's laws are a slave's fever dream. He offers shit-soaked beggars a seat at his table, where the meek devour the strong. Who best to judge the fate of the wretched many, if not the strong and worthy few?
To protect your people, you must sheathe your hand in an iron glove. You grind your heels into the backs of freedmen, not those who deserve it.
The Order condemns all men to pain. For all men are but a shadow of the perfection we should know. The perfection of the Ancient Ones.
You are only a man, Reed. One dead. I should meet with Goodwin, see what he has found on the quill.
Inside the idiot. Finish you. Come, brothers. Let's end this. Christ is sure. Oh, suffer that. I'll gut your corpse.
I should meet with Goodwin, see what he has found on the quill.
Hey, fellas!
Lula! Flaos! On the way, suelta!
Do you believe in souls? Part of us that lives on.
Hey! Get out!
Sunan, guide me.
When is that?
A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Does Magister Batter not teach you the scriptures?
Magister Batter is a horse's dangles.
And here is the axe I used to swat a fly.
You have ventured from your burrow.
And you have plunged my city into chaos. I had hoped you would use the lessons of your subtler gods.
We have no subtle gods.
If the gallows is truly dead, perhaps we can allow cautious revelry?
It may be I should take my Dane guild now, leave you to the snakes that remain.
Forgive my outburst. God sowed in me a passion, but English prose is an instrument long out of tune.
We all want better for our people, don't we, Eivor? Yours and ours.
The quill remains. What do we know?
The decay of learning has been gentle in Wessex. We enjoy the office of wise men, but we have neglected the study.
The quill preys on...
Did you discover more from the writings?
I did. The quill is calling the children of Winchester to arm. Now we know why so many children scurry through the streets. Feral...
I can talk to some. See where they lead me.
Good. Find me at the alehouse when you're done. And try not to scare the piss from any op...
We Norse are the monsters of your Saxon mother's bedtime tales. I see you, child. Come.
The bad Reeve, Selwyn. I saw you punish him in the...
He hurt many people.
Yes. He hurt my mother to death. Then took her good luck charm.
Such a sad story. Take this. Perhaps it will keep you off.
For me?
Spry, little mouse. Will you lead me to your...
Heaven will swallow the smoke of Aelfir.
Very...
Get off me, you oaf!
Stealing apples, eh?
Fruit don't feed a grown...
I do not.
Gods be it! You'll set Winchester!
Roly-poly mutton, man. You can't...
Oh, God help!
Hasta que existe Nessin.
Show me.
Again? You should mind your own beeswax.
Elwyn, is it? You wield fire like the flood.
It was burning when I found it. Hot days like this, things just go whoosh. Well? Oi! Wigbert! You got...
Hand it over, Alwyn. We saw your little shadow. What are you looking at?
I'm not sure. Looks like an old lady's been rolling in shit with all the other ugly sows.
You're dead.
Someone running like music.
Oh, big mistake! Back as a team! Let's bleed you! Get back here and face me!
That showed them.
Trouble seems to follow you.
And I wriggle out of it like a slippery eel. Why are you following me?
What is so important that you would risk his little neck for it?
Keep your sticky beak out of our business.
Whose business? The Quills?
Us? Working for the Quill?
Is that so?
I am innocent as a lamb. They were the Quill's thugs and you killed them. Wouldn't want to be in your boot.
It sounds like you...
This one's brave and strong. Might be able to help.
So you're not working?
We stealed.
But you know where...
They come up for... Go on. Give him what you took. Good luck, Dane. Try not to get maimed and all that.
Go, my eyes. Spread your wings, Sunan.
Sweep me! Get on me! Fluga! Fluga!
I should watch out for a mousetrap.
I didn't get nothing today.
I like the pretty things, but Magister Batter says stealing is wrong.
Few have the wit that you and I possess. Most see the world in simpler terms, where we are the weaker sex.
A broodmare who preys on innocence, and you brag about strength.
How little you know. Defend your mistress!
That's not good. Say what?
What are you waiting for? Don't be a puddle!
Just die!
May your roof shield me.
Have a safe flight! For you!
Aelfra's roof. Does she flee to the bishop's house?
Waloha! Irna! Fluga!
Schütte! Fundiert oder Werusa!
Hey, what?
You're mine!
Try to flank!
We need better.
Keep your wits. Guards, protect me!
You're like a lady.
Keep your wits. The Dane wants my blood. No more running! Winchester will see your crime! Show yourself, murderer!
Right, damn you! You'll be gristled!
God won't let us lose.
I'll have to try that myself.
Watch my lead.
Right, damn you!
Come, child. Whisper what you've learned, and Mother will give you a treat.
Coward. Using children to spy and steal for your order.
To educate them. Give me a child until he is 7, and I will give you the man. Or woman. What use are letters when a child can only write his name in pig shit? Or wisdom in a woman when she cannot wield it beyond her heart? I taught little Alwyn so much more. My order is the only way forward. It can quench our thirst for knowledge. If only Alfred's slave... And what would you sacrifice for infinite knowledge?
An immeasurable gift. Why refuse it?
Not their innocence.
A pity. Non requiescat in pace.
Goodwin said to meet him at an alehouse nearby. Need to get on the other side.
Axe! Where's Julian, Belfast? Hey, Paras! Luna! Miras et Estin! There's drinking to be done! Who's with me?
Eivor!
Is this where Justice hides when she is tired?
Hides? Splood, no. This is a wake, my friend. A celebration to ease the quill on her way to eternal damnation.
You heard.
Hilda's were not the only eyes in Winchester. My spies tell me stories of an avenging angel striking down the unworthy.
I've been called worse.
Be thou hail, Ealdor. That's Life Destroyer in our dialect.
I sat easy with my kinsbane, old honey waves alive in my horn, and my eyes on the door, expecting my death, yet unafraid.
You're quite safe with me, Dane. But if the mead is fresh and the air is cool, you may often find a friend even among...
Your English mead, Goodwin. It tastes like... In Mercia, we would drink 10 times this, and feast till our names were forgotten and our...
Does that happen?
As often as...
I must thank you before the ale dulls me. By cutting the order down to size, you have given England a hope. It must be a sour apple to swallow, knowing that you are the last of Winchester's enemies.
Where is your king now?
Alfred is busy with the Ealdorman of Wessex. A Witan was lately called to discuss the little matter of a bishop's...
Are you sure the Sikhs is dead?
The bishop is dead, that's certain. And if the bishop was the Sikhs is dead.
I do not believe it. Too much theatre in Winchester. Overwrought prayers.
Well, you could pay your respects and see for yourself. The funeral is today.
If he rots, I will leave with my silver. But if he lives, there's work to be done.
Watch your step, Eivor. He'll be a hefty corpse. Whether you find or make a corpse, meet me at the Witan with your report.
There is no longer freedom in Winchester.
None are safe from his blade.
If the bishop is worm meal, then here should be the proof. A peasant's clothes. Strange discovery in a churchyard.
A stranger comes to Wember.
You do not mourn like they did.
Wember is always here, helping the sleeping, singing to them, so they are not frightened before they meet God.
The sleeping? You mean the dead?
Wember helps the monks.
You dig the graves. Did you bury Aelfer?
Have you seen Layoff, my poor friend?
What about the Bishop Aelfirth? Did you dig his grave?
No, no. I don't bury a lord in a pauper's husk. Poor Layoff.
Someone hurt your friend Leia?
Yes, yes. And...
Lord grant my brother Aelfir
Did you know Bishop
eternal
Aelfirth?
bliss,
Barely.
where joy
Can you still
endures for
smell the
all
burned
those
flesh?
beloved of God.
It's rife across the whole graveyard.
The face is burned, and his clothes do not seem to fit his frail body. It could be Wemba's friend. And this corpse has been... This funeral is a shadow play. The odd...
What now?
A pretty show you have laid on here. But I know the truth.
You would dare speak to me? When my poor brother Aelfirth lies cold...
Your brother is the Sikhs, and no more dead.
Heresy. My brother was the Bishop of Winchester.
When Goodwin got too close to the truth about your brother's place in the Order, you buried... Or rather, you buried another in his place. The poor gravedigger's friend. Burning his...
How did you...
Your brother is not in that crypt. Tell me where he is before more lives are lost.
I will not tell you any more. Guards! Hold on, your way. They won't do you any good. Guards!
We keep our wits about us.
You did.
Why will you not leave me alone?
Enough of this cat and mouse. Where's your brother, the one they call the Sikh?
He is a ghost now. But he will make himself flesh once more at the Witten. And Alfred will be king.
He means to kill...
Regicide? No. The king will step aside and Aelfirth will lead us all. Risen and resplendent.
You are a damned fool.
The shoulder for that funny day.
What do you see?
In the past,
the Sikhs must be hiding in the crowd, biding his time to strike at Alfred.
has been creeping. Not priest, clerk, or abbot can turn the letter of their sermons from Latin to English. And how can we understand God's words if they are not spoken in our tongue? Aelfirth is dead, and we mourn him. But the foul deeds of the unrighteous are sown among our holy deeds. Tear in a field of wheat. Education, wisdom, enlightened thought. This
By God, it's true. The bishop... Come on, man! What do you want? Enough, you scheming cunt!
The Sikhs must be hiding in the crowd, biding his time to strike at Alfred.
But the decay of English prose has been creeping. Not priest, clerk, or abbot can turn the letter of their sermons from Latin to English. And how can we understand God's words if they are not spoken in our tongue? Aelfirth is dead, and we mourn him. But
how sweet is the shepherd's pipe when he calls his lambs to slaughter. I was born to Christians in the northern wild. My mother would cradle me beneath the stars and whisper, dove-like, God watches over you. Then your people came, and God fixed his stout eye as they slit her throat for a copper ring. No stars threw down their spears as barbarians smeared her blood through fields of broken wheat. God watched all, and I hated him.
It may be Alfred's god was testing you. A trial you failed.
Alfred's god is weak. Yet he would chain us all in his service, from our first breath to our death rattle. My order wishes to break these mind-forged manacles. I am the wolf in lamb's wool.
He takes on the role of a god himself. A worthy path to walk. A wolf is but a walking feast for ravens.
One more gift for you, Dane. With my death, the Order will not die. It will only transform into something far worse.
Aelfirth will not cheat Loki's dread daughter twice.
I owe you my life.
An irony not lost on me,
My king will go by back streets to the Old Minster. Eivor may find us there when all has...
Aelfirth, my lord! Curse you, Dane! My brother, sir...
He wrapped himself in a death cloak to murder your king.
Shouldn't you rejoice at the death of a king? You are a heathen and...
We both have more questions than answers. But if you know this key, perhaps we can help one another. Where is its home?
You treated me with kindness. But this damned Order, their machinations killed my brother, so they'll take this key to the ruins beneath the bishop's house. You may find out...
Aid me. Be my eyes.
Hey! I'll kill you!
Show me what lies ahead.